Hi everyone, this is Santosh Shekhar here. We have Dr. Pradeep Sabapathy with us today, who's landed a job in the UK, and we would like to understand the journey that he has gone through for the last 2 years in getting this job from transition from India to UK. Congratulations, Dr. Pradeep Sabapathy, and we are really happy that you've landed a job in the UK, and it's been a long journey, I understand. And if you can just briefly introduce yourself, your background, and how did you get to know GooCampus and how did you join GooCampus?
So I'm Dr. Pradeep Sabapathy, and I'm a young doctor with loads of aspirations of undergoing this core surgical training program in the UK. The job that I currently landed is a junior clinical fellow post in the field of hepatobiliary surgery at King's College, London. So I'm born and brought up in Bangalore, and the way I got to know GooCampus team is through a referral. So I was doing my internship in St. John's, Bangalore, and that's when I heard a lot of good things about you. And I was looking at that point in time, I was looking at the PLAB pathway, and I was quite lost, to be honest. I did not know what's the right material and what's the path, and I did not have an insight. So I met the GooCampus team. I believe I walked in with my parents, and from day one, been very clear throughout the path. You gave me an insight and orientation of how things are, and let's say how we are today and what's lined up 3 years ahead. So that's been my journey with the GooCampus team orientation, I would say.
Doctor, how was GooCampus helpful in your PLAB pathway journey?
Right. So I would say insight, which is the most valuable thing with anything that you want to do. So they give you an insight about what it is about, what's your end goal, what are the steps you need to take. So insight was number one. And I would say loads of positivity. There are days that you're not feeling your best, definitely. You would appreciate a call from a GooCampus team, a representative calling you and saying, just a simple question, how are you doing? That made a lot of difference for me. There are times where you need help. As a doctor, you might be technically challenged, let's say that. So with regards to, let's say, understanding an application, understanding a process to enrolling into an exam can be quite challenging, let's say. So with regards to that, they've been extremely helpful and they're available round the clock. Sometimes you're in the UK doing a clinical attachment or an exam and there's a time difference and you can't account for that when you're dropping a text, and I have found help 24/7. So in that way, they've been very helpful.
Great, good to hear that, Doctor. And in terms of the training and the services provided by GooCampus, how would you rate them?
Top notch. I have nothing to say against GooCampus. I have loads of positivity to tell about them because it's not easy. They're not a firm that says it's a business orientation. I mean, it's end of the day, it's you do benefit. So it's a symbiotic relationship, if I may say that. But it's more of a personal connect. When I have references such as Ralph or Vipin or Jaswin just dropping me a text, it's more concern. I can feel the concern there as well, and that makes a change because anybody can provide a bland service-oriented field, but with the personal element, I think that's where GooCampus stands apart from the other service providers.
Thank you, Doctor. So, Doctor, which stage that you found it the most difficult and most stressful during this journey?
I mean, I think each phase has its own stressor. If I can quickly itinerate, let's say PLAB 1, it's got a stressor of just 2 exams being available throughout the year cycle, and you getting to book an exam a year ahead, which puts a lot of pressure on that single exam. You have to make it or break it. Is PLAB 1. PLAB 2, you got to fly all the way across the country to a new place, a new language, new people. The language, I say the dialect is different, and you're put in center stage. You're not used to that. Wearing a coat and going to your PLAB 2 and doing an OSCE can be challenging. That's your PLAB 2 thing, and then post PLAB 2 is when landing a job can be a stretch. It's a test of character, it's a test of commitment, it's a test of consistency, and doing this is a challenge. So there are different challenges throughout this phase, and yeah, that's the challenges. That's the one.
So when you talk about these challenges, Doctor, how was really GooCampus helpful to de-stress these challenges or help you with these challenges?
From day one till the day that, even this morning, I think I spoke to Jaswin regarding a few things. They've been very helpful. They've been very honest with me. So they haven't given me sort of a false expectations. So there's no disappointment. Yes, there can be delays with things, not with GooCampus, but with the process, which is how the UK works. They're a more relaxed system, but we are used to we are on our toes all the time. That's a good thing, but sometimes we should also be patient. So I think they have helped me with that, with being patient, giving me loads of resources that I can use from. Connections is one thing that I can say. I think I have tripled my connections with the field, and there's no secrets. So I can talk to any candidate in the GooCampus team, and I can share information, and we've become a family there. So there's a family at work is, I think, the most happiest thing that can be.
Okay, thank you, doctor. So, what would you say that, for doctors who are having a long wait list after their GMC registration, what would be your suggestion?
Be patient, be consistent every day. Wake up. I used to wake up every day with a mail which said, "Unfortunately, we are sorry to let you know that you can't get this job." And I used to just wake up every morning, just see my phone to find the word "unfortunately," because I know that one day I will be fortunate. Just got to believe in that. You got to talk. So I had great mentors. I had a lot of mentors through the GooCampus team that they provided me with, who I should text saying, "This is a long wait. What should I do to stay positive?" I never doubted the process. I never doubted my goal, because that is what you want to. That's what you want to reach. But it's just the path. Things will work for me. Things may not work for another person. But just be at it. Try all the possible ways. Be your best version, and just believe in the process. That's the mantra, I think.
Would you like to mention any of the mentors that who supported you during this GooCampus journey?
I would say Dr. Sham, before you complete that sentence, he has been paramount in helping me be the person that I am. Just this morning I was thinking about it. I initially had two thoughts of taking up a surgical field or a medical field. I love surgery, but the odds of landing a surgical specialty in the UK is challenging. It's an uphill. So I thought, let me just take up a medical post. Say I improve my chances of getting a job, and I like a work-life balance. It's a commonly used term, but I believe it. But then Dr. Sham said me, no, you should probably even not think of going to Africa in order for you to to achieve your dream. Do it. So I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to give my best. I'm going to give it all I can and see where it goes. If it doesn't happen, it's fine. But if it happens, I will reap its benefits throughout life. So he has been paramount. I text him almost every month. He's great. I think he's the person I'll definitely mention on top.
Anybody else?
Dr. Zeel. Zeel Cha has been great. He's been of great help.
So you mean Dr. Zishan?
Yeah. Sorry, pardon me there. He's been great. Apart from that, I think the team.
So, doctor, once you cleared the exams and you're all done with the exams, but now the process starts. So, what was the process after clearing your exams was like?
They haven't. They have a very clear software, which is the track jobs. So track jobs it simplifies it. It puts every hospital in the same portal. I think there's also NHS that you can apply, and I think my track jobs is like the mother of all websites. It's very straightforward. Just put in your details and apply. But I think it's about consistency. You got to apply every day. You can have a fixed time. Just keep applying every day. Don't care about the results. Just keep applying. Do your part, and everything will fall in place.
So, doctor, what are the chances of securing a job in this process? And what did you do better in terms of CV writing or a particular process that you followed? What did you do something additional to make sure that you landed up this job?
Right. To be honest, I would say the odds of landing a job is 1:1,000 approximately. So that's how it runs. So you got to be better than the 1,000. So there are parameters, I think, which is measured, which is your CV, which is a parameter. So research audits and all of that. Your experience in the clinical experience in the past. I think clinical attachment is something that I would definitely put my finger on and say this helped me, because it sets you apart from the other candidates because you're physically there. You're putting the effort of traveling. You're putting the effort of staying there, of being present every day at work during your attachment, which just shows that you have the hunger for that post. But all of this is for that interview slot. You need to get shortlisted. All of this is going to put you to that seat, and on that day it's upon you to do well. But getting to that interview slot is difficult. Clinical attachment, I would say, is the best way forward.
Yeah, doctor, as you rightly said, clinical attachments, like, we keep telling doctors that, clinical attachment is the step forward if, securing a job. And doctor rightly said that. And doctor, so when you talk about clinical attachment, what do you feel that, a doctor should do when he gets an opportunity for a clinical attachment? What is the best step forward that he should make sure that, yes, I have to do it in this fashion or in this method?
Right. Okay. I'm a man of numbers. There are 10 people before you who has done a clinical attachment. There are 10 people after you who will do a clinical attachment, but there's just one job. So you got to be the first one in, the last one out. Even when your consultant says, I think it's time to leave, you just don't leave. Just show them you're hungry for it. I can just talk with surgical field. If the OT is at 8, I'm there at 6. I'm helping them move the patient in. I'm helping them put a catheter. I'm there throughout the process and until the patient's taken out of the recovery. So you don't do this because people are watching you, but you do this because you're learning and people observe. People do observe that, and when there's an opportunity, they better think of you. You gotta put that impression. So also during attachments, you could do like an audit, case presentations. If you could take part in research, that'll be great. Just make most of your time and be there every day. Saturdays, Sundays, every day.
So, doctor, what advice would you give for someone who's just starting their journey and aspiration to work in the UK?
It's a cultural leap. In India, we are used to a different line of interaction with patients. In the UK, it's a little different. They're very humble, they're very good, but they're very knowledgeable as well. And you're accountable for everything you say and do. So before you do anything, just think about it in terms of, let's say, before I approach this patient, I need to introduce myself. I need to say what are my roles. I need to ask how he's doing. So all those things matter a lot. But in India, we are more treatment oriented because we have 10 patients waiting for us. So it's in, out, I know the answer, diagnosis and all of that. So there it's a more holistic approach, the well-being of the patient, the mood of the patient. So that is valued a lot more. I think that cultural leap is something that we need to watch out for. But I'm sure everyone post PLAB 2 has undergone that training. That training's done. Just implement that, and the best thing is you get help. You can ask for help, and no one's going to look down upon you for asking for help. So that's great.
Yeah, doctor, I know this is really a cliche question, but taking back or going back in time, what would you have done differently, and probably rectified some of the mistakes or changed any course in this journey?
It'll sound super biased, but I think reaching out to GooCampus earlier would have helped me. I didn't make it on my first PLAB 1 attempt because I just did not have the right material to study, which is such a lame reason, but it costed me a year. And looking back, that's a year that I really value, because a year of medical life is not easy. Reach out for the right consultancy firm, whoever that is. I would suggest the GooCampus team for helping you plan your journey so that there are no hiccups. All I need to do was they helped me plan my journey, I put in the effort, and I reaped its reward. So that, I would say, is the one that I kind of regret. I wish I did that earlier.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you for those wonderful words, and it was really nice of you to say that. This gives us a lot of energy, or I would say boost to the company, and for us to provide better services or help our clients to reach their ultimate goal. And like how you said, yes, if you've received the right support and services from GooCampus, like it is always now saying that better to be late than never. So like rightly you said, doctor, if you had to share one secret potion or secret mantra of how to succeed in the UK pathway, what would that be?
I think shut out the other noises around you. Negativity resonates through a room quicker than positivity. Believe that good things are happening to people. Believe that good things will happen to you, and just know your goal and be at it.
Okay. Doctor, would you recommend GooCampus to other doctors and aspirants who are looking for the PLAB journey, and what would you say about that?
100%. The earlier the better. The reason why is because I think information sharing, knowledge sharing is not a very commonly practiced trait. There are no secrets in the GooCampus team. They give you everything that you require. They're available 24 hours in terms of support, in terms of guidance, in terms of making connections. I think if I have 10 boxes that I had to tick for my PLAB, with the consultancy firm looking for, they've ticked all of them and more. So GooCampus team for sure.
Yes, doctor. Rightfully said by you that, as a promoter of this firm, our day one vision is a clear-cut vision that, we make sure that we, doctors and clients, have the best services, and each and service is handpicked and made sure that they get the best. And the biggest USP is that we make sure it's personalized, it's one-to-one, and our team of operation members make sure that they're there with you at every stage, at every step, and that's our vision, to make sure that every client is happy from day one to the last day of getting a job, or ensuring that you reached your goal. So doctor, I know it's been a really long wait. I understand that, and today you're on cloud 9, you've got your job and you're excited, super excited. 16th is your joining date and you're excited to go. And but I'm definitely curious to ask this question, that this long wait, how did you handle the pressure? How did you handle the peer pressure, family pressure, or the society pressure that you had to wait such a long time of 11 months for your job? How did you handle this?
Right, there are so many. Yeah, so I would say believe in yourself. If someone asks you, are you sure you're doing the right thing? That's just look deep within you and say, know what you want to do in life. It's a long ride. It's not easy, but it's a beautiful ride. I wouldn't take out any of it. I'm a stronger person today. My emotion and my physical efforts have been tested to the limits, and I'm coming out as a much more stronger person, and I'll be better in life. I wouldn't take out any of the difficulties. It's good it happened to me at a young age. I'm growing stronger, and I think it's all positive. Cut out the negatives. It's all positive.
Yeah, thank you, doctor. Thank you for the positive feedback that you've given about GooCampus. Just to talk about in a transparent way, that when you joined in GooCampus, what kind of efforts did you put in this pathway, and what would you recommend doctors who are in the process or who's going to join GooCampus to what kind of effort that they should put in?
Right. So I think what GooCampus does is they lay a framework. It's a framework that they lay out, but the effort that you put in is what you construct. So the framework's there, yes, but it comes down to you physically studying, making most of the opportunity you get. They could probably help you with an attachment, but then it's you who makes that opportunity. It's you who converts that opportunity to an interview. It's you who prepares well for the interview, despite they giving you the resources. We've had access to groups. We've had access to mock interviews. We've had interview guidance or sessions. All of that. That's a great framework to have. Put everything together, and it's you who has to make things work for you. So framework is important 100%. Your effort's important or 200%. So I think it's a collaborative effort.
50-50.
It's a collaborative effort, definitely.
Yes, doctor. Absolutely. We believe in that. It's a kind of equal effort, or I would say the GooCampus and the doctor coming in together to live one single dream. So we also put in that effort, and we expect doctors also to put in that effort, so that ultimately it is your dream that we also want to live. That that we are happy that our doctors end up in a job, or get settled in a foreign country. So this is Dr. Pradeep Sabapathy signing off with us.
Thank you so much for this time. Thank you.
And it was happy to have him with us with GooCampus, and we wish him good luck in his new journey in the UK. Thank you. Bye-bye.